Hey everybody, David Andrews here. It's day number 10, habit number 6 out of 10 healthy habits for high energy living. So today is going to be a rather short message. So we're talking about habit 6, which is movement, and how do we leverage this idea of movement to have high energy. And so we've covered a lot of ground in the past 9 days, all sorts of different types of movement that we can do to stay healthy, stay fit, stay active, stay engaged, keep our energy high. But there's one that we haven't yet talked about. So this might be the most difficult one for us to do, and yet it can have the greatest reward. So, we've talked a lot about running and sprinting and jumping rope and rebounding and bicycling. I mean, there's hundreds of things, right, that we can do to stay active. All great, all amazing. But today, I want to take just a moment to say that if we keep ourselves moving on a consistent and all-time basis, we might suffer from overaction, overactivity. More movement isn't always the answer. So sometimes the answer is stillness. So sometimes the answer to living in a high energy state, which means the ability to be completely and totally calm in the face of chaos, adversity, and a lot of stress. So high energy means that you're able to maintain a high vibration and a high frequency, which is a state of wellness. It is a state where disease cannot exist. It is a state where emotions are only positive. So that's what we're seeking in this series. This series is all about maintaining high energy. So one of the things that we can do is to put ourselves into 100% stillness. And that can have high reward. So if you remember, there's a famous quote from the Bible, and I won't get it just right, but basically it says to stop and listen to the still small voice inside. Well, it's hard to hear that voice inside if we're constantly on the go. And in our modern society, I would say most people are on the go. Now, in the year 2020, there's been a lot of things causing people to maybe go less and at a different pace. And there's good things that can come from that. So I would just encourage everyone in this message, including myself, because it's something that I could always do more of, and that is to basically be still. And we talked about it in meditation a little bit, about silence and about darkness and about stilling the mind through meditation, but it's also through stillness in the body. So that could be laying down on your back on the floor, just flat out, no pillow, no nothing, just laying there and letting your body sink into the floor. In yoga, they call that shavasana as the pose, kind of a dead man's corpse pose, they call it. But it's where you just allow your body to sink into the ground and your mind can be still. You could also obviously do that sitting up or, maybe in a few other postures, but lying down flat on your back, that's the one that works for me anyway. And it can be a great way to let the body be calm, let the body be still, let the body relax so the mind can be still. And then new insights, new information, new feelings of joy, bliss, happiness, harmony, peace, love may have a chance to enter your consciousness. And when those feelings enter our consciousness, we feel fantastic. So that's pretty much it. As we wrap up the series on movement, today is anti-movement or stillness. So if you can get yourself into a state of stillness, at least once a day, and when you're still awake and still conscious, so not sleeping, although sleeping is very good, but if you can do it in a conscious state, it's even more powerful. So I wish you well in your quest for stillness. I hope it brings you peace, joy, love, happiness, and we'll catch up with the new habit starting tomorrow.